Hello and welcome to Nitro Talk. If you are into this stuff like I am, I would really appreciate your support on my channel. Thank you very, very much for watching. It is time to do the freezer trick. You do this to remedy yourself of a dented pipe. And as you can see, we have a pretty healthy dent in that one. Pretty healthy dent, and I actually when I was just now looking, there's another little dent right there. Oop. So we are going to do the freezer trick, and we are going to repair this pipe. So we don't need to dawdle around a whole lot with this. Let's get right to business. There are two keys to a successful dent removal via freezer trick. Actually, three. I just saw something else. Little dent on my stinger there. You see how that's kind of dented in right there? What I do for that, I take my needle nose, stick it in there and twist, and that'll re-round that out. So you see the little dent in it. And now beautifully round. So that's how you fix that. All right, now what we are going, all right, so your keys, the keys to a successful freezer trick. Number one, having the pipe completely filled with water. You do not want any air in there. You want it 100% totally filled with water. Number two, you need for a successful freezer trick is a very good seal on all of the orifices on the pipe. Very well sealed off. And then the third, I'm going to go ahead and say successful, because for a successful freezer trick, you do not want to leave it in unattended. It will overexpand and it will even bust through the pipe if you do not, if you let it keep going in the freezer beyond after the dents are pushed back out. Once the dents are out, you want to get it out of the freezer. All right, so first step is I am going to, all right, before I go fill it up with water, I'm going to show you what I use to seal off the pipe. I use my engine caps. I think engine caps work great. But the only thing, now these right here, I use these as engine caps, but these are soft, rubbery silicone. These things just blow up like balloons when trying to use them with the freezer trick. You want these lot firmer nylon, I believe these are engine caps. PVC, or PVC, I think. PVC or nylon, the harder engine caps. Or the engine caps. Those aren't actually engine caps. Those are just things I use as engine caps. But most engine caps that come on engines are going to be these. Okay, so I'm going to use that for that end right there. I'm going to use that one right there for that. All right, that one on there. And then I'm going to use it's a little small. I need one a little bit. There we go. That engine cap on there. So I'm going to fill this up with water, and how I fill it up with water. So I'll go ahead and seal that off, and then I'll start filling it. I'll start filling it from the top, and I'll let water start pouring out of the stinger as the water is coming out of the stinger, I throw the cap on. Make sure we got no air in there. Then I let the pipe fill all the way up till it is, you want the water tension making a peak over that pipe. You want it completely full of water. It is at that point I will then put on my other cap, and these all need to be secured with zip ties. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this with water, and then I'll come back, we'll zip tie it up. All right, so we are completely full of water. If you move it around, you do not hear bubbles coming up and down. Also, another thing I like to do, so after I put the bottom cap on the stinger, as I'm filling it up to the top, I'll put my finger over it and I'll kind of roll the pipe around, because the inner structure in there could be a little air bubble stuck inside. Move it around, make sure those air bubbles come up to the top, and then go ahead and fill it all the way and put your cap on. So right now that engine is capped off and it is 100% completely filled with water. All right, I'm going to finish my zip tie job on these. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the freezer, and I'm going to set an alarm for 2 hours. I think 2 hours should definitely be safe. But anything over that, it should be close to done, if not done at that point. That's about how long it takes, 2-3 hours. More, you're going to start stretching your pipe and it could even burst. All right. Oh, am I not doing that in view? Sorry. So zip ties on really tight. Did I say that I cleaned this pipe off? I did wash this pipe very good. You don't want to have a bunch of oil on here, then this might come off because it's slick. You want it nice and clean so this has a good grip and bite on there. You don't want it to come off. All right, so we are capped at all the openings and zip tied on all the caps, 100% filled with water. I will be back to finish the video here in a couple hours. See you then. All right, so our pipe is out of the freezer. It was in there right around 3 hours. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, we got most of our dent out of there. It's pretty round, but it looks like we got a little swell. Looks like it's got a kind of fat tummy there in that middle section. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was like that. Yeah, it's a little puffed right there. I had checked it at around 2 hours, and it was still pushed in a little bit. It had a little bit more to go. So I kind of forgot about it. I was wanting to check it in like 15 minutes, but I forgot it for about 45 minutes, an hour. And when I went back, the dent is gone, but also got a little swell on it there. So, do as I say, not as I do. Make sure you keep an eye on your pipes. Certainly 2 hours is where I like to check and make sure that they're not done. Yeah, the little nick is still in there. Those little ones are a lot tougher to get out than bigger ones. And I can't really try to freeze it again because we're going to pop in this section. So, success for the most part, and we will be testing. Now, I have swelled up pipes like this before, I've left them in there to where they cracked on the bottom. Yeah, I have done that. And the pipes run fine. But just to make sure y'all are cool with that, I will be throwing this on and making a video of the swelled up a bit 2035. So that is the freezer trick. Enjoy. Have a great one. See y'all later.